Everyone jokes that I'm a professional disabled person. Like I call myself a professional disabled person, but there's a lot that I love that has nothing to do with disability.
Welcome to New Mobility Live. I am Teal. My guest is Emily Ladau. She is a disability rights activist, a writer, and a speaker. Her book, Demystifying Disability: What to Know, What to Say, and How to Be an Ally, comes out on September 7th. Emily, it's so good to see you.
So good to see you. Thank you for having me.
I am so excited for Demystifying Disability to be out in the world. It is an important and delightful read. Can you share with everyone what they'll find inside the book?
I wrote the book because I'm hoping to make the disability experience a little bit more accessible and understandable and relatable to people who might not know the right questions to ask or might feel a little bit afraid of disability. And so it starts out with a broader overview of what disability actually is. And then it talks about how to talk about disability. So lots about language and what to say and not to say. And then it talks about disability history. It talks about disability in the media and etiquette. So it's sort of a robust look at a lot of the things that we don't really get our questions answered on.
One of the things I love about the book is that I feel like it is for everyone. I've been disabled for over 25 years and I got a lot out of it and found it very empowering. Why was it important for you to write it?
First of all, people are always asking me who is the book for, and I say everyone, but I want to mean that as much as possible because I think that everybody still has something to learn about disability. So part of the reason that I wrote the book is simply because I don't think that any one person has all the answers. I don't think that I, as one disabled person, have all the answers, despite the fact that I have lived life in a disabled body. That doesn't mean that I know what it's like for you or for anybody else. And so, even though this book may seem like it's geared toward non disabled people, the truth is that disabled people also have something to learn from it because we're only the experts on our own experience.
I am a fan of all of your social media, and I like to look at my guests' very first Instagram posts. And one of your posts from February 1st, 2014 kind of stood out to me. So I'm gathering from the post that you like nail polish. Tell me about that.
I love nail polish. You can see I've got some baby blue polish on my nails right now. That's too funny. I love that. That's so fun. So, yeah, before I was more in the public eye on social media, if you will, I started an Instagram because everybody else was starting one. And I was like, I don't know what to post on here. So a friend of mine came over and I was somewhat fresh off a breakup still. And so we were like watching wedding videos and playing with my bottles of nail polish. We organized them by color. And it brought me a lot of joy just to have that quiet Saturday night eating good snacks and gossiping and playing with my bottles of nail polish. And I still love painting my nails. I love painted nails. I feel like everything is together when my nails are painted. That's so fun to think about though, because it's a reminder that I'm not disability 24/7. Like everyone jokes that I'm a professional disabled person. Like I call myself a professional disabled person, but there's a lot that I love that has nothing to do with disability, and nail polish is totally one of those things.
You are also the editor in chief for the Rooted in Rights blog, and you have written for publications like the New York Times, Salon, HuffPost, and New Mobility Magazine. What is a piece of advice that you have for fellow writers out there?
So this may come as a surprise, but my biggest piece of advice is that you don't need to write about everything. Despite the fact that I am very passionate about writing and sharing my story, I really believe that there are certain things that you can keep for yourself. Your life doesn't need to be content. You don't need to live your life for the page. You can live your life for yourself. And if there's something that you feel like you want to share, then you're more than welcome to do that. And I know that for me, a lot of the more personal pieces that I read and write are the ones that really resonate, the ones that spark conversations and get things flowing between people, creating connections. But I've also learned that disability is so incredibly complex, and there are certain emotions that while I want to share them, sometimes I also just want to keep them for myself and sit with them for a while and figure out what they mean to me before I immediately go ahead and write about it.
To wrap up, is there anything else that you would like to share with our viewers?
My hope is that people will take their time with this book. There's no need to rush through it, although I've heard that it is a quick read. Put it on your shelf, pull it down when you need a reference guide, when you need a question answered. But most importantly, don't skip over the recommended resources in the back, because I don't want anyone to think that I'm the authority on disability. I'm totally not. I'm just offering one place for people to get some of their questions answered. And then my goal is that they take those references, those readings, those resources, and keep going.
Emily, thank you so much for being here. And thank you all for watching. Demystifying Disability is available wherever you buy books. Bye, everyone.